After some thought, I came here to try to do the parkway as much as I could. So we go north a little bit because I'm not quite sure where I left off before. So if this looks familiar, it's because I've done it twice. I don't know. But welcome back to the parkway. I will tell you this much, winter time is not the ideal time to try this. But right here we are at Chimney Rock Mountain Overlook. Elevation 2,485 feet. Funny Blue Ridge Parkway story. My sister, I was on here. First time she had ever been on here, and we were actually driving above the lower lying rain clouds. It was really cool. Okay, back on the road. Watch my tire gauge for a while because drove over some glass there. Any time of the year is not good. Christmas Eve, definitely not. Okay, next overlook. That's what this one is. Again, I'm not getting it out at every single one. Some of them beautiful scenes, but not the best always picture. And this is the White Gap Overlook. I don't think I'm not sure. Oh, that's just a road. It's just a road. I'm so quick to pull off at every place I see as there's a chance to pull off. Again, this is my favorite, one of my favorite drives. Definitely in the top 5 of my all-time favorite drives. And for me to come back at this time of year to attempt this, it tells you how special this road is to me. You know, maybe at one point, because I gotta go back and do some videos of some drives I've done. Because I mean, some of the drives were before I started doing video. But maybe a future video I'll put together my top 5 favorite drives of all time. But that's down the road a while, because one of the places that I may be a couple years before I get back. Overlook. Irish Creek Valley. 1,500 feet below, here 2,660 feet. Tell you what, the sky is perfect for videoing and picture taking today. Wow. Nice thing about the Parkway is you can get on and off at any time you want to. A lot of small towns there. I was actually originally heading to Natural Bridge and decided I would give this another shot. And I'm glad I did. Not sure how long I get to spend on this today, but I can spend a little bit of time on it, and I'm excited about that. Alright, so I'm heading north on it right now. Eventually I'll turn around and start heading south again. That was mile marker 42, so really, you know, we're only that many miles into the south direction. Once I go back up and pick up there, I've lost probably about 15 miles. And there's a little village replica or redone village that I absolutely love walking through. I won't get that this trip, but that's okay. I'm happy. That's all it is to it. I'm happy you're able to come along. I'm even happier that my tire thing isn't going down quickly. Had that one other time, I hit a nail, and had to go change my whole plans, and it was great because I got to go visit the town of Richmond, West Virginia, and meet some wonderful people down there. So it's not always a bad thing, but I really don't want to deal with a tire over Christmas. So hopefully, right now the tire pressure has stayed throughout the whole thing. Gap. My sister and I have done this. My brother would love to do this. He will ask me how long it will take me to do this. And when I tell him I don't know if I can actually do this in 2 weeks, just because of all the other stops I love to make. Now, I'll give you some helpful things on this one. The uniqueness of this, and one of the reasons I'm running into gated and non-gated areas, is there are main roads that, and people who listen to the Parkway, if you watch any videos at all on that one, you'll see houses along the way. Those areas are maintained. However, there are just parts of it that's just part of the National Park Service. Those areas are not maintained during the winter time. So they have a tendency, if it's iffy weather, icy weather, which, you know, like yesterday morning when I left, it was 30-some degrees and like really a lot of mist. So they will shut down the National Park Service part of it. Another overlook. This is the Boston Knob overlook. Elevation 2,523 feet. Beautiful scenery. Tell you, for December, it is actually getting a little warm for December here. Love that view. We'll continue going north. Left going north. Irish Gap. Up here on the right is some interesting rock formations. And see, here's the thing that I don't take into consideration. See this tree leaning there? I've seen a bunch of trees that's been cut out, so that's also going to be part of the problems during the winter time, is some of these trees falling. And I never even think about that. I think about, well, it's beautiful weather. Why is the parkway not open? Well, I don't I mean, to maintain this is incredible. You can tell in the ditch there they have had some snow here recently, which, again, I was monitoring a storm that was going through this area prior to me coming on this trip, and it did concern me, and it did about what I thought it would do. It blocked off some parts of it. Old logging railroad. So you see the old logging railroad, but this is not the only reason I stop here. You probably can hear the reason I stop here. As we climb the steps, you'll be able to see, if I don't fall down, there's a small falls. And there's the larger falls. Now we are a lot closer to the main falls here. Beautiful. One of the first, I think it's actually the first waterfall I ever got to see on the Blue Ridge Parkway. Glad to get back. Another cool stop. A little bit more in the history of this one. My sister was with me back on that first time we were actually, well, she was on the parkway. I don't know if it's the first time I'd ever been there or if it's like my second trip I ever, so we just hopped on this parkway and found that. And then for years, I couldn't figure out where it was. So I think about a year ago I was on here and I actually found it again. So there's a little history about that. As I said, my sister took us 2 trips, but we completed the whole parkway. Well before I ever did videos. Got a bunch of pictures on an old camera. And this ends segment 2 or part 2 of my Blue Ridge Parkway trip in wintertime. Hope you enjoy it, and stay tuned for a part 3. It was fun. I was having a blast. Glad you could come along on this adventure.